Alrighty, greetings team. This is going to be the first video. I'm going to do 3 different videos. The first is going to be how to analyze your Pokemon, how to understand everything that's going on in that Pokemon page, and you'll understand the numbers behind that, why it is the way it is. The second is going to be how to build a gym, how to build a lot of level 10 gyms efficiently, how to choose your defenders for the gym, what kind of Pokemon do you want to put in the gym, and then third is going to be how to attack your gym, how to take it down, how combat works, and everything like that. So, got a lot of experience. I've done 2,500 plus training battles. I've done 1,000 plus gym battles against other teams. I've got a lot of experience with Pokemon and a lot of experience with Ingress. So, I'm going to start at the very beginning for PokemonGO, and I'm going to add a lot of tips and tricks and stuff I've learned along the way. So. First off, I'm going to get that cosmetic stuff out of the way. If you tap on the Pokemon itself, there's a little action, little 8-bit sounds, kind of throwback to the original Pokemon games. The height and weight has no combat modifier. It doesn't change the dodging speed or anything like that. That's a constant speed. It does change how it shows up in your how it shows up in your buddy profile. This Egmachamp is extra small, for example. So. Next, let's go on to Stardust. Stardust will determine how you get those spectacular Pokemon. When you get a Pokemon with good IVs, good individual values, we'll get into that later, and a good moveset, you need Stardust to power that thing up. Don't use Stardust on suboptimal Pokemon. Wait, find that optimal Pokemon, power it up. It is a precious resource. You get about 100 per catching a Pokemon. You get 5,000 maximum per daily defender bonus, 500 per Pokemon you have. And then you get 400 to 800 for your 2K eggs, 800 to 1600 for your 5K, and about 2K to 3K for your 10K. I'm a little bit excited back there. Save your Stardust, use on those important Pokemon. And then for candy, I kind of want to talk about, if you're looking for a certain Pokemon, I'm getting a lot more into this when you're on top of building your team in the attacking episode. So, you need to understand habitats, look for nests. Looking on those heavily lured places like Lakefront, you're going to find good Pokemon. They're not going to be the ultimate Pokemon, they're not going to be Pokemon you want, and it's not even that quick. I'll say one of my favorite examples. I got a really nice Venusaur recently. Perfect moveset, 93% IVs. It's because I went to the Garden Center by a Lowe's, and that was a frequent spawn point for Bulbasaur. I can basically stop by there, it's 5-10 minutes away from this place I'm at right now in California, and I can catch 2 or 3 Bulbasaurs. Really nice consistent form of candy, and now I have a nearly maxed out Venusaur with Fine Whip Solar Beam, fantastic for attacking. There's also other ways to get candy. So like if you go to a habitat, like Magnemite and Voltorb, they tend to spawn islands and piers, beaches, kind of places like that. Maybe reference to Vermilion City, who knows? But long story short, it's a habitat where those Pokemon are more common than like Weedle or Rattata. Like every Pokemon spawn is a Magnemite or a Voltorb. I'll post a picture. I had like 8 Magnemites in a row or something crazy like that. Find those places. Oh, and then finally it's nest cluster spawns. There's an infamous one. There's a Charmander cluster spawn in Hunter's Creek out by Kissimmee. People get a Charizard in a couple of few hours. Look for those places if you're looking for specific Pokemon. The Sylph Road has a fantastic nest atlas. People are submitting places they think are nests. That's how I found the Bulbasaur one. So I'm gonna post a link to that. Definitely check out those kind of resources. Let's move on. Next, I'm gonna talk about the Pokemon type. Pokemon type defines how much damage is dealt to a certain Pokemon. Each type in Pokemon, whether it's Dragon, Flying, Psychic, whatever, has things it's resistant to and things that are super effective against it. If something is super effective, it deals 1.25 times damage. If something is resistant to it, it deals 0.8 times the damage it normally deal. So let's just run through some examples. I'm gonna post the chart, and then I'm gonna go through some different attacks. So against Dragonite, an electric attack, Dragon resists electricity and Flying is weak to electricity. So it would deal normal damage. It would deal a normal stated amount of damage that attack would deal. If you would use a Dragon attack, it would yield super effective versus Dragon, and it's neutral against flying. So that's going to be a super effective damage versus Dragonite. Damage will be multiplied by 1.25. If you use a grass type attack versus Dragonite, both dragon and flying resist that attack. So that's going to be a not very effective. It's going to say not very effective, but it'll deal about 0.6 times what the damage attack would normally do. And then finally, if you use an ice type attack, ice versus Dragonite, remember that it will deal double super effective damage, which is about a 1.5, actually a 1.5 times multiplier. So really nice. If you know your type advantages, you can really abuse certain Pokemon and their weaknesses. Important part of training. But not only does the Pokemon type determine how much damage it takes, it also determines a little bit of offensive capability with same type advantage bonus or attack bonus. If a dragon type Pokemon uses a dragon move, it gets a damage multiplier of 1.25. The obvious question is, well then, why do you power up this Dragonite with the Stealing? Well, moves come in a lot of varieties of PokemonGO. So not only is the type of the move important to consider, but the speed of the move. So fast attacks are really good when you're attacking. It lets you weave the maximum number of attacks into a certain amount of time, a certain window, and also gives you most flexibility when you need to dodge. Whenever the gym fight starts, you end up with about 3 attacks in the very beginning. When it first starts, 1 second immediately later, no matter how slow the attack and the animation is, it will attack 1 second later, and then whatever the delay is from the first attack, it will attack again. So it ends up being about 3 attacks very quickly. That's a nice abuse of it's a nice way to use those slow moves. And then from then on, the slower attacking moves use that delay a little more efficiently when on defense. And you can see the DPS, even though it's a slower move, is about the same. Now go on to the big number, big CP. What is it? In the original Pokemon games, there were 6 stats: stamina, or HP, attack and defense. Both had physical and special attributes, and then speed. Physical attack, the physical and special split was determined by the move. So certain moves like energy attacks, psychic attacks, those were all special moves. Physical attacks, earthquake, punches, those are all physical. So depending on the type, whether it was physical or special, you determined what stat it used. PokemonGO, they got rid of that. Now there's 3 stats: stamina, HP, attack, and defense. Those are all the base stats of each Pokemon. That'll be important when you figure out IDs, but you don't see that either. You only see CP. CP is a combination of those 3 stats into one number. And it tries to make it nice and easy for you to understand. Kind of to rate Pokemon. So why does Dragonite look insane? It's because in the games he had good attack and special attack, and have stamina and HP and all that good stuff. So that's why it looks super good. Even though he has that good double weakness, you can abuse Dragonite. That's why the things the way they are. And now the last part about stats. IVs, or individual values. This is a bonus in between 0 and 15 to the Pokemon's base stats. Those 3 stats I mentioned: attack, defense, stamina. They all get a random bonus. Pokemon that hatch from eggs tend to have higher IVs. So we like to call a perfect IV is a 15-15-15 bonus to the IVs. That's 100% IVs. Pokemon that hatch from eggs have about 80% IVs. Pokemon that hatch from nests usually have worse IVs, around 30%, and the wild Pokemon can be anywhere. It's just random. So when you're looking for Pokemon's IVs, first off, you use the appraise feature. If it's above 82%, Spark will say it can really battle with the best of them. So if you're, and then they'll say, well, this attack is really good, this, that, whatever is really good. I have one, I'll show you the example of a perfect IV Pokemon. He will say, one second, not the Abra, looking for this Gyarados. He will say, looks like a battle with the best of them, best quality is HP. He'll also say attack, defense. Great. So, yeah, that's the stats. You want to praise. You want to wait for him to say is with the best. You can fight with the best of them. That's a good Pokemon that you can max up. IV becomes really important when you plan on playing Stardust and good Pokemon. IVs aren't important if you're not putting on Stardust. If the level is far more important, it will determine the CP, and it'll be a far better bonus. Let's take an example of Rapidash. I'm not a huge fan of Rapidash. I'm really interested in Rapidash. So, or Golbat. So this is right here. I'm not gonna put Stardust in the Golbat. I'd much rather have a higher level Golbat with the arc being full than a Golbat that has high IVs but is low level. So you can determine the level as Handy App IV Rater. Right here. Make sure you calibrate the arc so that, there it is, so that it matches up, but I can turn the Golbat's exact level, put that little blue arc with that matches the white arc, level 22. Maximum level is your trainer level. Here I can just change the CP value so it'll show me what exactly his IVs are. Let's scroll down to 70. So that's a 33% IV. I would never power this guy up. I would never max him. But he's a fantastic. He has wing attack, so he's gonna be able to pair us really good. So there's that. As you can see, right now I'm level 30 trainer. I can max to level 31. Every time you level up, you can power up a Pokemon twice. That's why there's like 30 and 30.5. It's kind of how the math works out as far as determining the stats and everything. So let's just look at a couple of examples, a couple different Pokemon. I'm just going through the list randomly now. Let's see, this is Graveler. So this is a Golem. I evolved it recently. He has double rock moves. Rock Throw is a slower, it's on the mid-range side. So a second cast time. And then Ancient Power. So maybe it's good on defense, but wait, it's Graveler. He's got a double weakness to water. I would never put him in a gym in Florida. I'll get more into that later, but I'll keep him around. I'll throw him at a gym to train it up, and then once he loses HP, I'll transfer him. Let's look at this right on. I marked him as defense. Let's see why. Mud Slap, a slow move. It's a ground type, and it's Stone Edge. Also stab, and it's rock. Stone Edge is the highest DPS in the game. It's very fast. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it does enough damage. Yet again, wouldn't put it in a gym in Florida. Too many water Pokemon, too easy. Something to consider. Let's see, let's get some more interesting examples. Yes, this is Starmie. This is something I threw into the museum. I named the gym after the Pokemon after the gym it was in, so I knew when it came back, the gym was being attacked. Quick Attack, a slower move, maybe good on defense, doesn't have stab. Psybeam, another one of those lower cast time abilities that you can spam a lot of when you're on defense. But I'm not gonna waste a potion on it. It's Quick Attack, it's not a lot of damage. Psybeam, not a lot of damage. It's not an exciting Pokemon, and this is not, I'm gonna transfer as soon as the video's done. Let's see, I put Ace Dugong. Ace is a name I give my Pokemon that have basically perfect movesets for training. Frost Breath, a very quick attack. Blizzard, the strongest ice move in the game. It's also an ice Pokemon, so you get the same type of advantage bonus, attack bonus. I'll post a video where this thing destroys some Dragonites, so definitely hold on to that one. I'll be pushing that one, building it back up again. Let's look for a Pokemon that has a lot of potential for powering up. Let's see. Maybe this Jolteon has 88% IVs. Thunder Shock and Thunder, so we're going to appraise it just to see kind of the example. If I didn't know the IVs, okay, right with the best of them, fantastic. And it has that ideal move set for those kind of weak Pokemon. You want those full bar moves, really good on offense. I'll go into that later. But I also say it maximizes your time dodging if you're not using charge moves a lot. And they deal the highest damage per second. So fantastic moveset, good IVs. I'd power him up if I didn't have a better Jolteon or I needed a Jolteon. There's a lot of Gyarados in Florida. I know on my attacking team, I'll be powering up a Magneton. So, more into that later. Just some few examples. If you have any questions about Pokemon, anything you're curious about, if I missed anything, let me know. more than happy to answer questions. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the how to build a gym and how to defend a gym.